everyone, welcome back to the channel. Pedro here, and today I'm going to be taking you through my absolutely amazing morning routine. The reason I say it's so good is because it really helps to set the day correctly, because I think that the way you start the day sort of sets the tone for the rest of the day. And if I can start my day with that focus and objective right in my mind, I'm a lot less likely to procrastinate and get distracted with other things. So I hope you guys enjoy, and without further ado, let's get right into it.
So I like to start my day at 7 AM. I am so rudely awoken by my iPad. I don't keep my phone in my bedroom because I think that's just an amazing way of losing time. So, getting up early, a lot of people say that getting up early is important to getting more stuff done in the day, but I think that keeping it consistent and waking up at the same time every day is a lot more important, because it just allows your circadian rhythm to adjust, and so you wake up a lot easier and go to bed a lot easier as well. The first part, this is the hardest part of the morning, so I follow a rule of 3. First rule is movement. Get into that victory pose, and I think that just making the bed makes it a lot easier, just to get the blood flowing, and it also gives you that sense of achievement really early on in the morning. I think it's really helpful as well. Second part of the rule, light. As you can see, I'm keeping my shutters open, sleeping with them open, especially in summer when it's nice and bright. Once that's done, I grab my hat, which is so really conveniently placed by my bedside, just to hide that ridiculous amount of bed hair, and then I make a really long and arduous journey across the landing to my bathroom, where I start the third rule of getting up in the morning, which is temperature. As you can see, I'm sleeping with a sports top. I think it's really helpful just to keep you cool throughout the night. The cold splash of water to the face really makes you feel fresh and just, out of that bed state. Just helps you get out of bed. Walk back into my bedroom, grab my iPad and my headphones, and I make my way down to the kitchen, where I begin the next part of my morning routine, which is probably one of my favourites, which is making coffee. So I grab everything I need: a scale, Chemex, the water pour thingy, and filters. I find that to make about 3 cups of coffee you need around 30 grams. Not too strong, not too weak either, just enough kick. And that's how I like to make it. So I put the kettle on just to make sure it's nice and slow as part. Once it's done boiled, I pour some water in the Chemex just to heat it up and wash out the filter. Pour the water out, coffee goes in, and then put some water in the pour thingy and close it so I don't burn myself, and voila, we have a cup of coffee being made. So the whole process takes about 10 minutes, just enough time for me to contemplate my life choices and try to ignore the huge pile of dishes which is right next to me from the night before. Once that is done, I grab my absolute most favourite mug in the world, given to me by a friend, and I start my devotional. So this is just pretty much a long passage of text I like to read in the morning. Not the most stimulating, I know, but it just helps to get the brain going and getting you more thinking logically, especially when you're in that logic-deprived state of sleep, which I currently find myself in. Fill up my coffee again, because I've realised it's running out, and I start the next part of the day, which is my 10 minutes of guided meditation. I think that meditating is really important, just to clear the mind, helping it to reset, just to get a bit of rest in the mind as soon as it's so busy. This is the first time I go away from it. I use the app called Headspace. I think it's really helpful. I've had it for a few years now, and it's really helpful. Once that's done, give a nice long stretch just to stay awake, hopefully. Looking grave disappointment at my cup, which is absolutely empty. I refill it with some coffee just to make me feel a bit better, and I start the next part of the morning, which is actually making some food. So I'm currently eating this Oats So Simple Oats, the sachet which makes oatmeal from Quaker Oats. I think it's really helpful because it's really quick and really simple to do. So to open up the sachet, put it in, and I get some milk from the fridge, which is right next to me, pour it in, and then it's really simply just 2 minutes in the microwave. 2 minutes to allow me to check my phone, check any emails, stuff I haven't done yet, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this part of my morning routine. Once that's done, I wait the last few seconds. I never let it reach the whole 2 minutes just because of the beeping sound. Try not to burn myself as I grab it out from the microwave. It's actually really hot, even though it's only been in for 2 minutes, but anyway. Now I start probably the second most favourite part, second to making coffee, which is my dedicated YouTube time. This is just something I do in the mornings after I've done all the important stuff. Just like to watch some YouTube. It's good to have some dedicated time to reward yourself. As I'm doing 2 things at the same time, so eating at the same time doing something I want, I feel like I'm not wasting as much time. just to console the unproductive waste man that I truly am. This makes me feel a little bit better. Currently I'm watching the videos from this guy from the YouTube account Stuff Made Here. I think it's just really cool to see what he does with his engineering skills and his creativity. The link is in the description for you guys if you want to watch it. I highly recommend it. The next part of my morning routine largely depends on what I'm doing. So if I'm training, I don't shower in the morning just because I'm going to get really sweaty, so I prefer to shower after training. But if I am not training, take a quick shower, grab another cup of coffee, and I'm feeling energized and ready to go, so I sit in my natural habitat. Look at my to-do list from the tasks I wrote down the night before, so I don't waste time deciding what I'm going to do, just all once my monitor loads up and my computer loads up as well. And this is pretty much when I actually start my day, so I'm actually doing the stuff I need to do. So checking emails, perhaps reading the BMJ, the biomedical journal that is, because I think it's really helpful and really useful, especially for me who wants to get into medicine. Just giving some new updates on what the science is doing, especially now in the COVID world, seeing what's going on in politics of all this. I'm not going to say anything about that right now, because I'll probably get in trouble. But anyway, that is it. I am now ready, feeling energized and super excited to start my day. Fully awoke. I don't know how you say that, but anyway, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean. And I am ready and excited to start my day, whatever I have planned for the night before.
So guys, that is it. That is my morning routine done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. One thing I do suggest you do is adapt it to yourself, make it so that it fits you. I started this routine way back when in the first lockdown when we were having school online, and I sort of adapted it as time went on. So I suggest you do that same thing to fit yourself, to fit your needs, to fit what you like to do. And I think it's really important that you do have a morning routine because it really helps to set the tone for the rest of the day, and it just helped me be a lot more productive and a lot more focused throughout the whole day. And guys, that is pretty much it. I'm going to sign off there. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed it, and if you want to see more of this absolutely juicy and saucy content. That was a bit cringe, I know, but anyway, enjoy the rest of your day, have a good day, and I'm gonna sign out here. Peace out.